What's up, everybody? I just wanted to give my thoughts on something that I think everybody has seen and everybody has given their thoughts on over the recent week. Um, and it's this concept of mean tweets. Well, what do I mean by mean tweets? Well, we'll do a little screen share here and we'll talk about it. But first, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Do whatever you can to help support me and support my show and this channel. I really, really appreciate it, and it goes really, really far. What about mean tweets? I thought everybody missed mean tweets, or it could be that I missed the memo. But let's dig in here. So let me do a share screen here. This is the tweet that went around the freaking world. Um, it says from the Libertarian Party of New Hampshire, "Happy Holidays," and it's a picture of Meghan McCain grieving over her father's casket. Um, do I think this should have been sent from a official checkmark party account? Personally, no. But when you see the reaction, you see the people and the way they acted, the publicity, the follows, a lot of the stuff that kind of came from it, it's hard to argue that it wasn't effective. So, why do I need to make a video about this? Well, there's a lot of people out there right now. Just stop share for a brief second. Who are very gung ho about being provocative and about bold messaging, and speaking with your chest, right? They really like the brashness of Donald Trump in specific, right, because of his mean tweets. Um, but it's odd that a lot of people look at something that is pretty brutal, is crossing the line. But whenever it's a Republican that we like doing it, then we can look past that, right? It's a very interesting dichotomy from people who actually say that they're very pro-libertarian, that they like the libertarian ideas and they like the Libertarian Party, specifically the Libertarian Party Mises Caucus. Um, I like the Libertarian Party. I like the Libertarian Party Mises Caucus, and I like some of the MAGA Republicans. I don't agree with either one of these camps on 100% of things because, I have my own beliefs in places where I may differ. But the thing that was most jarring to me about this whole situation and most revealing to me was just the reactions of some people, like they were almost looking for this. So, do a share screen again, and I'm going to go through um, some of the stuff here. So, we look here, and I tweeted out the MAGA people or the Republican and MAGA reactions to the LPNH tweet shows you that all they care about is reform and their people in charge. They can talk all day about abolition, quote unquote, but if you're defending John McCain, you're willingly complicit in the worst parts of the U.S. government. I absolutely believe this is true. Obviously, I wouldn't I wouldn't have tweeted out if I didn't believe it was true. But yeah, if you think it's okay to simp and say that we should respect war criminals, people who would literally send people like me, people like the people who are grieving over this tweet, to war over Iraq, over the lie of weapons of mass destruction, over quote unquote Uyghur genocide, over going to war for Saudi blood money, selling weapons to countries that have that hate this country. Um, you're in for the wrong people, right? You're in for the wrong reasons. You're complicit in the worst parts of our regime that we live under right now. And this isn't just the Biden regime. This has been the last 20 plus years. I'm sure it's much, much longer than that, but definitely the last 20 years. You're complicit in this if you think that it's okay that we should respect the war criminals that would send us to die. It's absolutely insane to me. So I just want to point out the hypocrisy of some of these people. Allie Beth Stuckley, or Stuckey, whatever the hell her name is, she tweeted out, "What's the matter with you?" As you can see down here. And of course, I had to quote tweet her, and I took a screenshot of one of her tweets. "Sorry, but Christians can't, quote unquote, butt Trump out of the way of explaining their support for Biden and Democrats. Trump's mean tweets and past personal life didn't push for the mass murder of babies and mutilation of children's bodies, plus the whatever number other ways of Biden and Democrats are forced for destruction." It's very hypocritical right now because he did push for the murder of many, many by continuing arms sales to Saudi Arabia and enabling the genocide in Yemen when all it took was the stroke of a pen or a phone call to end it. So it's clear that she's a partisan hack. And I'm not afraid to say that. It is partisanship through and through. If you're not willing to acknowledge the ugly parts of foreign policy that Donald Trump was not solely responsible for starting, but he was solely responsible for continuing. So, sorry, no, F. You lose this one. Another person, let's see. I had Sour Patch Lids here as well. And these people have much, much bigger followings than me. And I hope they see this. I hope they kind of consider what I'm getting at here. Yeah, I noticed, but hey, no more mean tweets. Apparently, Libertarian Party of New Hampshire's tweets are too mean. And it's kind of funny how, once again, she's one of these people who will pat libertarians on the head and say, I really like your ideas, and will host Maj Toure, Dave Smith, Michael Heiss, all these other great libertarians. But then as soon as we can get China hawks on, like Steve Bannon, Jack Posobiec, Rick Santorum, we're all about that. And I understand having different points of view, but these people, once again, would send us to war over Taiwan to fight China. Because, right, we're in a war with China right now. Just ask them, they'll tell you. It's ridiculous. So, sorry, no, same deal. If you're calling for mean tweets when somebody actually tweets out something mean and all of a sudden you're too scared or this is too brash for you, stop saying mean tweets, because clearly you don't care about this. You care about your partisan hackery, so you can say that you like Trump and, oh, I'm bold because I like mean tweets. No, you don't really care about mean tweets. You just want to be a partisan hack. Lauren Chen, same deal. This is so gross because we're once again making fun of the same people that you supposedly don't like, but now all of a sudden we go a little too far in your eyes as being mean, and oh, this is so gross. But look at that right here. Bet you could all go for some mean tweets right about now because gas prices, right? Mean tweets. We need mean tweets because gas prices, right? Well, once again, mean tweets over war criminals. Sorry, go fuck yourself. And then Tim Pool, of course, I don't want to say a pet peeve of mine, but somebody that oftentimes talks about mean tweets, and he's very, very pro-Trump, despite the fact that he wants to play both sides of the coin, right? You want to be pro-liberal, right? I'm a disaffected leftist, as he'll say. But then, now we got a China hawk and maggot it up. So, oh, this is fucking awful. Goddamn. We can call China a genocidal regime because of a lie that you heard, but heaven forbid you insult the guy who started all the wars that you're quote unquote against. Yeah, so these are just some of my thoughts surrounding the people who are complaining about mean tweets right now. Once again, if you are for mean tweets, and you have to be for mean tweets for everybody, right? When it comes to Libertarian Party of New Hampshire tweeting out stuff that may seem pretty vile, but it is downright damn right mean, you got to be for that, right? Or else you are just a partisan hack. And I'm not okay with that. And I don't want to be just the libertarians who get their pat on the head, right? You can either take us as we are and accept that we're going to be bold and we're going to push the envelope a little bit. You can just sit in your acceptable realm of, Republican talking points that you got fed from Jack Posobiec and all the other right wingers, which if you like those people, it's fine. I don't have necessarily a huge problem with a lot of those people, and we agree on a lot. But once again, if you're willing to abandon libertarianism over one tweet, maybe you're not that much of an ally in the first place. So that's just something I kind of wanted to put out there and something for people to consider. Once again, you can have mean tweets or you can't, but I better damn not see any more people complain about mean tweets, or else I'm going to show up in your fucking quote tweets and call you on your shit every single time. All right. Like, subscribe, share. Make sure you check out the show's sponsors, Accent Sledge and Element. And until next time, guys, take care.